Hey, buddy, why don't you throw a few credits my way, huh? Help a guy out, yeah? Huh? What are you talking? Oh, shit. No, he told me he took care of it. He told me no one would know. Listen, gotta hear me out. I never meant to do anything. It was an accident. Why else? I needed some creds for Aurora, and everyone knows he and his wife run that shitty little shop. All they do is rip people off. He was bound to have creds. A friend, an old buddy in security. But that's all you're getting from me. I'd rather take my chances with you than with him. I got in a fight with Thomas. I asked him for some creds, but the bastard wouldn't give me anything. Things got out of hand. He ended up falling off the upper platform. It was an accident, I swear. Then I called my buddy in security and told him what happened. He took care of everything after that. Hell no, I'm not doing that. I'm a lot of things, but I'm not a rat. Listen, I messed up, I know that. But nothing can change what's already done. Just let me go and I'll disappear forever. No one will ever see me again. No one even needs to know I'm alive. Just... come on, just let me go. No, I can't let that happen. Why couldn't you just let me go?
Careful now.
You're out there a lot, right? Space?
Thomas, I'm afraid I'm not in the best of spirits right now. Please, tell me everything you know. I want to hear it all. I knew it. I just knew that I was being fed lies. Nothing added up right from the start. Neon security. How can they sleep at night and act like my husband's life wasn't worth anything? My husband's killer. Did you find him? What happened to him? Rusty. I believe he was one of the Genodyne workers that would come around and cause trouble. Steal things, vandalize, or the like. They were a rowdy bunch. My husband usually handled the troublemakers and became well acquainted with Rusty and his so-called friends. Vandalism and shoplifting is one thing, but murder? I just never thought things could go this far. So, what did you do with Rusty? Good. And good riddance to him, too. An eye for an eye and all that. I'm not the type to wish death upon anyone, but he deserved worse for what he did to my Thomas. And about security. Did you find out which officer is behind the cover-up? It's for the best, I suppose. Going after security is suicide for us both. Knowing the truth is vindication enough. In a weird way, I'm... relieved? No, that's not the right word. I guess I'm just glad that I know the truth, even if it won't bring my husband back to me. I never would have figured out the truth without you. I have credits for you here. Oh, you're so sweet. In any case, please know how grateful I am that you helped me. You're the only person to ever show kindness to me in this city. And now that I know the truth, I can try to focus on healing. Thank you for everything, from both myself and Thomas.
I want to learn how to play an instrument.
Core Kinetics isn't the only game in town, you know. If you're here to buy, take a look around the shop. Just keep your hands where I can see them. My store, my rules. If you don't like it, talk to Styx. He runs our, complaints department. That's more like it. You know, I'm sick and tired of people coming in here and treating Styx like he's some kind of sideshow exhibit. I mean, look at that graffiti they sprayed onto his chassis. If I could find the asshole who did that, I'd make him pay for the paint removal. You'd do that? Huh. Okay. Maybe I misjudged you. I appreciate the offer, but it isn't about the money. The lowlife that did this to my buddy calls himself Warlord. You can probably find him somewhere near Euphorica. Scare the crap out of this punk, and it'll teach all the Ebside lunatics that nobody messes with me and the Styx. Warlord's one of the Disciples, one of Neon's street gangs that claims it owns Ebside. A few years back, the gang tried to break in here and rob my place, but Styx put one of them down and sent another to Reliant on a stretcher. He and his buddies have been harassing me ever since, mostly by scaring away my customers and stealing my deliveries. Warlord still swears he'll get even with me, and he came pretty damn close when he somehow managed to disable Styx and sprayed him with paint. It feels like it's only a matter of time before he gets past Styx, and I'm done for. I knew a guy a few years ago who ran up a hell of a tab with me. I'm talking thousands of credits, but at least he'd make regular payments. One day the payments stopped, so I tracked him down. Found out he got mixed up with an Aurora dealer and fell from the upper platform. Since I had a legit claim, the city awarded me his property, which amounted to the contents of a storage container. Guess what I found inside? Took me a few months to scrounge up the parts, but I'd say I did a pretty decent job getting Styx up and running. It's no big secret. I lost it fighting on the Freestar side during the Colony War. I was a ground pounder, slogged it out in the trenches with the troops. And did pretty well, too, until an EM weapon took out our transport. They pulled me out of the wreckage, but the damage was done. Honestly, I consider myself lucky. Most of the other soldiers died in the crash. I know you'll be surprised, but thanks to my sparkling personality, I don't exactly have the easiest time making friends. That means I spend a lot of time talking to Styx and Model A robots. They're not really programmed for casual conversation. The net result is I end up talking to a machine and looking like I'm out of my mind. Hell, maybe I am. The other day, Sticks, I met a miner from Gazal.
Maybe if I move to the volume.
I'd be making a fortune.
I wonder how deep the oceans are here. They seem impossibly deep.
That's by the store today, boss.
Looks like you need to relax.
And it's gonna stay that way. If that old Cyclops knows what's good for him. You like art? Then you should see the tag job on the robot at Neon Tactical. It's my best work. That Cyclops should be thanking me. I dressed up his toy real nice, gave him a total makeover. He's lucky that's all I did after what that thing did to my crew. Yeah, I do. And I'll make art out of your guts if you step out of line. And what makes you think I will? You aren't playing around, are you? I felt my blood start to stir. Huh. That makes a lot of sense, now that I think about it. All right. The Cyclops is one thing, but I know better than to mess with you. Besides, that Model A shredded my gun arm. I can't aim straight, let alone paint. Here, you give this to that freak and tell him we're even. Get lost, off-worlder.
Welcome to Chomps.
I'm asking for the sales report. Good work. I hope you made him squirm. No, that's exactly how you send a message. Still, I won't argue with results. Thanks. Styx is gonna get a new paint job, a coat of wax, the works. He's gonna look brand new. Oh, and here, for your trouble. The other day, Styx, I met a miner from Kazal.
Some Some of the first people who left Earth stood around here and wondered how they were going to survive humanity's most perilous moment. Astounding to imagine.
Living in the ground or caves has been a classic. Branched off.
If you're going to use the elevators or stairs to reach the level.
Didn't think we had any new miners on account of the positions being full up. Yeah, okay, boss. If you really were new boss, then you'd know I tend to handle a lot of new announcements around here. And I definitely know about you. But nice try. Anyway, I'm Layla. When I'm not mining, I'm tinkering with Gnome, our unofficial mascot. I fill that computer brain of his with all sorts of nonsense and announcements. Of course, if you're here to chat, I'm always happy to talk shop. Especially if you're interested in talking about the heart of Mars. What's wrong? You out of words?
Live where you work. Tired of commuting from distant systems to Sidonia every day? Lux Condominiums has premium apartments available to rent. Whether you need single, double, or family occupancy, Lux has you covered. Inquire today.
Okay. Are you just going to stand there? Hey! You okay there? Okay. Are you just going to stand there? Hey, you okay there?
Citizens are advised to take caution near the military outpost.
What's wrong? You out of words?
Live fire exercises. It is also advised to use only approved ship landing pads, as the UC Marines are not responsible for hull damage caused by stray munitions.
Okay. Are you just going to stand there? Hey, you okay there? Oh, so you're interested in the heart of Mars, are you? Word is there's a cave out in the Martian wastes with a gleaming node of the purest titanium ore you've ever seen. It's worth quite a lot of credits, but some say the heart of Mars is cursed. Hundreds have gone in search of it, never to return. And every one of them met a grisly fate. Maybe, just maybe, you could be the first to succeed, though. You know, if you think you got what it takes. No judgment if you're too scared. You seem pretty confident. Who knows, maybe you really will be the first. You'd certainly make history around here if you find it and live to tell. I'll share the coordinates of the cave with you. Remember to be wary out there, and best of luck. Okay, bye.
A friendly reminder that throwing litter off the balconies is prohibited. Please use an authorized waste receptacle.
been to so many worlds. Some look like this one, but every one of them had something unique.
Keep your eyes peeled for signs of terramorphin.
I've wondered about. It's taken me a few years, but I'm finally feeling like I'm settling in here. What? Hold on. You're telling me you actually found the heart of Mars? It's supposed to be harmless prank we send newbies to go find. It's not supposed to actually exist. Yet, here it is. Or at least something resembling the legend. The only way this could happen is if... Damn it! If I gave you the wrong cave coordinates. Well, whatever you found, it's still impressive. You showed me up on this one. Feel free to keep it, since I'd say you earned it.
Don't be caught on the Martian surface without proper protective gear. All outside surface activities require the use of a certified safety suit.
Yes? Right. Later. Hard to underscore the impressive architecture of New Atlantis, right? I've been... This place is a delightful relic tangled up with hope, grit, and science.
I'd appreciate your advice. After our last talk, I just feel a little more at peace, a little more whole. Cora's grandpa, good old Jacob, well, he just will not stop pestering me to see Cora, and that's complicated. He is not my favorite topic of conversation. My early years, they weren't good. My mother died when I was 7. Some people have such strong memories from their early life. Me, I mean, I remember her. I have some pictures. I remember the feelings, but just a few clear memories. I don't mind spending some extra time with you. Oh, yeah. It's all right. It's ancient history. So, Jacob raised me on his own, and shit, maybe I don't give him enough credit. I mean, I know how tough it is, but he was strict, hard. Dad was a longtime civil servant, a big man in government, and he had a future all laid out for me. Man, could he get his hooks into you. He was scary good at that. You know me too well, but I tried. I felt the weight of legacy. I wanted to do him proud. He said I had to learn the business, run some freight, see how credits flow, speak the language. Meanwhile, he's working some angle for a government job for me after. That sounded even more miserable than what I was doing. This is kind of fun. Well, kinda. Imagining you around back then. Let's just say you would have been, distracting. But I had a point, if I could remember it. Even after I was with the Rangers, Dad was just always needling, angling for me to join the government. But by then I knew myself more, and I could stand up to him. And Lillian, well, she helped. If I let Jacob into Cora's life, he'll dream up some big future for her and tie her into knots like he did with me. The man could teach a masterclass in manipulation. So, set up some ground rules, like you said I should do with Lillian? I don't think it would work. But it might be worth trying. I guess I got more to think about. You need something? No, that's it then.
Martian landscape sometimes feels more alien to me than planets and other systems that have never been explored. Must be the military.
Keep a lookout. Notify us if you see anything suspicious.
Be careful down near the mine. Inventory.
Faith in the greatness and ingenuity.
Hey! Haven't seen you around here before. Did you just move in? Huh. Must have missed it. Didn't see any moving boxes or anything. Anyway, if you're new and looking to meet new people, I'm your guy. Name's Mitch. I'm just a guy who lives here in the Lux condos. I'm always looking to make new friends. People say I can be a bit much sometimes. I love having people to hang out with and watch movies, talk about books, play games, or whatever. That's great. You can get a little lonely in Sidonia if you don't know anyone. We've all been there. Anyway, I don't want to keep you, but I figured I'd ask. If you happen to know anyone with a ship, I've been looking for some help. You can send my way if they want to make a quick cred. Oh, you do? That's great. Well, if it's not too much of an inconvenience, maybe I can entice you to do a favor for me, please? I found out recently that my favorite book series, Dragonstar Force, had a very limited initial run. I really want to collect all the first editions, but it's hard for me to get them shipped all the way out here. I already tracked down Volume 1. Could you go buy it and bring it back here for me? I'll pay you back, of course. Plus, extra for your trouble. You will? Wow, you're the first person to actually agree to do it. Thanks. Well, like I said, I'll make it worth it to you. You won't regret it.
Stamos Staryard acknowledges the efforts of its citizens to make our city a happy and productive place to work. Thank you for your daily contribution to our prosperity.
There are many stories.
Selling the ship? Getting a new one? Well, this is the place to do it, I guess.
I don't want to hear any complaints.
You might want this.
Rumor mill says Ron Hope got shot when the Rangers tried
If
to...
I am not mistaken, you are new here. I hope you find Hope Town as full of opportunity as the Trade Authority does. A marvelous place, truly laissez-faire. If you have any difficult cargo to unload, I'm happy to oblige. Are you? I think we'll be the best of friends and business partners. So, do you need anything? I've never been much for offices or a storefront. But here, people from all over the system come here. A true crossroads. Shall we? Excellent.
Best way to get all this Martian sand and dust off you is to use powdered talc and brush it off.
Something for you.
The miners pretty much run the lower levels here.
All my life I've wondered about. I have a pen pal in your glasses.
I don't think this place has changed in decades.
Growing up in Sidonia, you gotta be tough.
Oh, did you find the book, Dragon Star Force Volume 1, The Heroes of the Dragon Star? I don't know. You're starting to make a lot of sense. Okay. I guess it's the least I could do for making you go out of your way to find it for me. Hey, I don't need my old non-first edition copy of the book anymore, so you can have it, I guess. Thanks.
Citizens are advised to take caution near the military outpost on the city's outskirts due to frequent live fire exercises. It is also advised to use only approved ship.
breathing in the air here. You'd imagine it would smell like any other city, but it smells tranquil. If that makes sense. Like the air carries a dash of herbal tea.
You will be scanned as you enter the city.
All my life I've wondered about, well, you know, the question.
Peace be with you.
Do you ever get songs stuck in your head?
I don't think this place has changed in decades.
Oh, did you find the portrait? I know. I'm glad you understand the position I'm in. I'm giving you my other copy of this book.
When humanity left Earth, I bet most of them were worried we'd never find another planet like it again. I wonder how they felt when they landed on Jemison.
You will be scanned as you enter the city.
Anything I can do for you? Hey there. Always nice to see a new face. First time in New Atlantis? Oh boy. I didn't mean for you to take it personally. It's just something to say to customers. Break the ice. Know what I mean? Listen, you just relax. Make yourself comfortable. You're welcome to stay as long as you want. That work for you, new girl? Let me know if there's anything I can get you. Sure thing. What can I get you? Yep. Spaceport traffic keeps me pretty busy. But just between you and me, I've got something in the works that'll change everything. A new drink that'll make this place famous, galaxy-wide. See, this only works if we both talk. Otherwise, I'm just giving a speech and You would love it, I guarantee. Only, I can't make you one right now. Don't have the ingredients. I made a deal with the hauler to bring me some small samples of an ingredient I think will make all the difference. But it never showed up. Turns out the guy I hired was also hired by a few other folks. The kind of folks who ship less than legal cargo. Security got wind, and the whole lot was impounded. Now they're just sitting on it, taking their sweet time like they always do. It's killing me. I submitted all the paperwork, believe me. It won't amount to anything, but I did it. And really, I'm not even certain this is what I need to finish the recipe. I think it is. I need to get my hands on that cargo. I really do. It's gonna keep me awake nights if I don't try. Before we say anything else, I am in no way asking you to do anything that might violate any of the many, many laws in place here in New Atlantis or the larger United Colonies. This is just one friend talking to another friend, asking if maybe that friend could possibly find a way to get her important cargo out of the impound. And if, hypothetically, that were done in a less than 100% legal way, well, that might not be the worst thing in the world. You, with me on this? God, you have no idea what a relief this is. I'm obviously not expecting you or anyone to go in guns blazing and taking hostages or something. I just figure there has to be a way to get what I need. I'm not worried. I'm annoyed. Wait, are you saying I should be worried? No, of course not. It'll be fine. Totally fine. I trust you. Catch you later. Yes?
Hey, this really isn't a good place for civilians to be hanging around. There's something I can help you with? Yeah, I can't really just let you in there. Thank you. Yeah, I hope so. All right, look, don't tell anyone I did this for you. I could lose my job over it.
If anyone asks, I had nothing to do with this. You got it? 1 second. All right, make it quick, will you?
are you doing? I don't see anything.
You will be scanned as you enter the city.
Hope life is treating you well. Let me know if I can get you anything. Hey there, new girl. Good to see you again. Can I get you something? Oh, no way. You really got it? I probably don't want to know what you did to get this, right? I mean, I want to know, but it's maybe better if I don't. Oh, did you? Well, I know who to go to next time I need to renew my liquor license. Well, look, I can assure this will all be worth it in the end. Matter of fact, I'm going to let you have the first ever sample. On top of that, you get free drinks. Not like unlimited free drinks, but you want a little pick-me-up now and then? I got you covered. I need some time to work on what comes next. But this was the difficult part, I think. Really? Thank you so much. See you around.
Can you believe this tree was here before the city?
I'm sorry, I really can't afford to be distracted. I need to get to the bottom of this. I am not staring, I am analyzing. This is important xenobiological work. I work for the scientific division of MAST. I've been studying this tree for quite some time, and it appears to be exhibiting some worrying signs. Are you familiar with this particular specimen? Do you understand its importance?
Nope, not a bit. But I'm very good at listening to someone explain why some plant is unique.
What's so special about it? Why, everything. Look, I have a lot of work to do here. If you're just going to gawk, I'd ask that you move on. If you can actually assist me, however, I would appreciate it. I don't normally solicit help from random passersby, but it seems an exception is necessary. Would you be willing to retrieve some additional data for me? Well, thank you. That's unexpected. There's a series of biosensors I've placed in various locations around New Atlantis, all calibrated to gather pertinent information. They've been running for long enough that I think it's time to collect and analyze their findings. If you would bring them to me, that would save time.
Be careful if you run into those ecliptic fly around like they own the settlement.
Yikes! Oh!
file. You work with aliens or something? Just keep the autopsies to your lab, okay?
Hey, are you looking for eggs too? I've only found one so far, but I want to find more before anyone else does. So if you... Okay, thanks. Miss Seng over at UC Distribution bought the one I found, and she said she might buy more if I can find them. I could really use the credits.
I'm pleased to report that our stocks are currently being maintained at 90% or higher. I'm sure we have anything you might need. Welcome to UC Distribution. Now, before you say a word, I am required to inform you that formal complaints cannot be filed until the customer feedback system is back online. I have been told it'll be up and running in 2 weeks, but you know how these things are. I am sorry for any potential inconvenience. Also, if you're here about a corporate account, I've been assured that deliveries will be back on schedule soon. Yes, of course. Please, take a look. Who, Jordan? That kid's in here every other day with some random thing he found. Trying to get credits. Yeah, I took pity on him. Why, what is it? Oh, really? Well, you can have it back for what I paid for it, plus a little extra. Let's call it a convenience fee, shall we? Geez, fine. Just take it. It's not worth the trouble. Back to it, then.
Wen really keeps the distribution center in tip-top shape.
I appreciate your assistance, but I still need all of those sensors. Any luck tracking down those sensors?
So you do. Wonderful. I'll just take these, and we'll see what they have to tell us. All right, we'll just upload the data. Give it a moment. And just another moment. It is working, isn't it? Ah, there it is. What a relief. Now, let's see. This is... well, it's... oh my. Well, there's good news and bad news. The good news is that my suspicions were correct. There is something wrong with the tree. I will report my findings to MAST immediately with no small amount of satisfaction. The phrase, "I told you so," may even be uttered more than once.
Yes, I must admit it feels good to be vindicated. People can be so stubborn when it comes to plant life. It takes a botanist to truly understand that the well-being of plants is directly tied to the well-being of humans. But I digress. Let's get back on track.
The bad news, as it were, is that the internal composition of the tree is changing. In this particular case, the tree is now regularly emitting ultra-low frequency sound waves. They're nearly imperceptible now, but they're growing in strength. This is something we've never observed before. Depending on how large these waves grow, consequences for the city could be disastrous. I must consult with my colleagues in MAST at once. Thank you for your assistance. I hope these credits are adequate compensation.
Let's hope that MAST takes these findings seriously. The data from... Thank you for your help retrieving the biosensors. These findings are alarming. Thank you for your help retrieving the biosensors. Let's hope that the data... Thank you for your help retrieving the biosensors. Let's hope that MAST takes these findings seriously.
I have something for you.
Saw something?
Every captain here's earned.
I'd say we should try to blend in, but everyone's too drunk to notice us.
Lost 2 fingers. Guy before her, right out and dropped dead.
Gallo sure likes you. I don't.
I was wondering when you'd wander my way. The name's Fergus. Fergus Wickham. But you could call me Bog. Welcome to the Last Nova, where the drinks are never free. Well, then you've come to the right place, mate. Since it's your first time with us, I'm willing to make an exception to the rule and offer you my speciality on the house. 1 free bottle of Bog's Grog. That's the spirit. I knew you'd be the adventurous type. And if you like it, you're in luck. Cheapest drink you can find, and guaranteed to drown those sorrows. Working around this slot, day in, day out, you'd think they wouldn't give a damn. Ha! Now that sounds about right. I guess I'm thinking of my dear old Maddie, the only woman I'd ever loved. Almost married her, I missed my chance and lost her to one of my best mates. I'll tell you what, you want to help an old man out, bring me back the one thing that matters that ever meant anything to me. You're in luck. Clay showed up on my radar a bit ago. Probably why I'm in a bigger rut than usual. I'll send you the details. I don't care how you do it. Just get that ring back.
I always thought heat leeches were just pests.
What? No welcome committee? The Crimson Fleet needs better marketing.
Bog's Grog is fine if you like cheap.
So this is the key. I'm honestly impressed they managed to keep the thing operational.
Hey, you might want this.
I have something for you.
The data from these findings are... Let's hope that MAST takes these... The data... Thank you. The data from... The data... Thank you for your help retrieving the biosensors.
I've met so many interesting people from working at the distribution center.
These findings are alarming. Let's hope that MAST takes these findings. Let's hope that MAST take... Thank you for your help. These findings are... The data from the biosensors speaks for itself. Let's hope that MAST... These findings are... alarming. Thank you for your help retrieving the biosensors. The data from the biosensors speaks for itself. Let's hope that MAST takes these findings seriously. The data from... Thank you for your help retrieving the biosensors.
Huh. Well, isn't this a pleasant surprise? I hadn't expected to run into you again. Indeed I am. The success of my previous venture, with which you so kindly assisted, has been brought to the attention of MAST. There is growing concern. Oh my. Bit of an unintentional pun, isn't that? Well, concern that things are going to get worse. The data we gathered points to a definitive trend. The vibrations coming from this tree are increasing in strength and frequency. Because we've never seen this before, not on this scale, we have absolutely no idea what the upper limit is. We don't know when or even if this will stop. It's imperceptible by normal human standards now, but given time... While I hesitate to speculate on the possibilities, well, none of them are good. Yes, and not just humans. All organic life will be affected. Low-frequency vibrations are not uncommon in this species. The vibrations help disperse nutrients throughout the tree. However, normally the vibrations are imperceptible. If the vibrations continue to increase in frequency and strength, prolonged exposure could lead to harmful and potentially deadly side effects. It's imperative we find a way to correct this. There is data regarding other, younger members of the species. Unfortunately, there are some, shall we say, personal issues with acquiring it. Personnel issues, if you understand me. I don't mean to be rude, but the sooner I can analyze that data, the better. What? No, that is ridiculous. I am a professional. One of the other researchers in MAST, Emilio Hadek, has research I believe could be vital to my work here. He and I don't see eye to eye, and so far he's refused to turn it over to me. I'm hoping that if someone else were to ask, he might be more inclined to relinquish it. What do you say? Oh, thank you. Last I knew, he was on a field assignment somewhere near the outskirts of the city. Perhaps it's best if you don't mention my name in the process? Not too late. I hope this isn't asking too much of you.
Mind your step. Important research happening here. Could you stand a little to the left? I think you're blocking my readings. What? You've got to be kidding me. Is he seriously that desperate? No. No way. Kelton is actively ruining my career. There's no chance that I'm helping him with anything. Whatever this thing is he's on about, he's just doing it to make himself look good with the higher-ups. I'm not helping him with that. Right. Of course, we're all in danger. Trees are involved after all. He really won't let this go, will he? Maybe I can make this work in my favor. Okay, you know what? I'll hand over the data. But I'm only going to do so after you've helped me secure a better position in Mast. Anytime now, pal. Wait, really? Wow. Okay. Okay. I've gotten a few bad performance evaluations in the last couple of years. Totally unjustified, incredibly unfair. I found a backdoor into the Mast network so I could make some changes to my personnel file. But it turns out the chief engineer knows what she's doing. The only way to get access is from the terminal in her apartment, which is kind of locked. Sorry, that's not on the table. If that's true, seems like a good reason to hold on to it until I've got what I need. I'm not trying to make this more difficult. Okay, look. Just hear me out, all right? I really need this to happen. If you do this for me, I can make it worth your while. You delete that data, I get promoted, I'm pulling in a bigger salary. I can compensate you. I'll throw in some extra credits for you, okay? A nice little bonus. But first, you need to get into the chief engineer's apartment. Fine, you win. Just get out of my sight. And tell Kelton to stuff it.
You know, I needed this. Exploring the galaxy with you by day, investigating the mysterious legal woes of my long-dead spouse by night. You know, I couldn't agree more. I was just remembering how I'd pour my heart out to Vasco. So many times. I told him all about Irvin. He showed me a chart of how sad I should expect to feel. Oh, we got to point B many times just fine. Top-notch co-pilot. Would recommend him to anybody. Anyway, I'm glad you're here right now because we have things to discuss about Irvin's case. I heard back from my contact. They looked into Hephaestus Mining Corporation. Looks like they paid off the judge. And that's not all. My contact really came through for us. Turns out the witness was threatened until he withdrew his testimony. And thanks to our contact, We now have the receipts. I tend to agree. It's interesting. Not enough to take it to a lawyer yet. So I know a cyber runner who has accessed corporate archives before. They can dig into the classified archives before we go to a lawyer. We can pay extra for them to use less legal methods to obtain information, but that adds risk. I appreciate that, Captain. But I'll take care of any fines or bribes that come up from this. You have always been so supportive of me during this process. Let me take care of this part. Depending on what they find out, it might be time to talk to a lawyer. I'll see if I can find one. Whew. Taking on Hephaestus isn't going to be easy. And I say this as someone with actual superpowers. Why couldn't I have gotten something more useful? Like the art of cross-examination. Might have come in handy at the trial. Massages are nice for relieving stress, sure, but have you ever jumped around in an atmosphere full of human-sized, colorful bubbles and ultra-low gravity? It's bouncy chaos. Wait. Oh, you meant like... you and me. Oh, right. Gotcha. I knew that. Sure, massages would be perfect. My, oh my. Anyway, let's go adventure while we wait on the cyber runner to get back to us.
What?
I hope you have the data. It's really quite crucial. That he is. I'm sorry that you had to put up with him, but this data is vital. I'm sorry if this was complicated. I'd prefer to remain unaware of the details in the event that it comes up later, particularly in a legal setting. And I suppose I'd better verify the data to make sure Emilio didn't double-cross me. But you have once again come through for me. I'm truly hoping that this is the last piece I need to figure out what we can do. And I appreciate it. Thank you for your assistance.